What's up out there? Good evening. This is Ice-T, and tonight, welcome to Ice-T's Guide to Black Exploitation Movies. Tonight, we're going to take a look at some of the movies from the 70s. These movies were the violent ones about pimps, hustlers, drug dealers, and these are the ones that they call Blaxploitation movies. Now, right now in critical circles, they won't give any credit to these old films, but as far as I'm concerned, these are some of the best movies that were ever made. Hold up for 1 second. You know what I'm saying? These movies are what made me, you know? And as far as I'm concerned, these movies are as pertinent as they were 20 years ago, right now today, you know? So kick back, enjoy it, and I'm going to take you on a walk through the wild side of Blaxploitation with Ice-T. Chill. Now, prior to the Blaxploitation movies, the only portrayals of black people in movies were that of slaves or butlers or somebody's cleaning lady or some low form of human being, you know, somebody that would just dance for a nickel, you know what I'm saying? Just terrible. And these Blaxploitation movies were the first movies where we ever got to carry guns and we were detectives or we drove in nice cars or, you know, wore nice finds, you know what I'm saying? Got fly, we got hats, we got our hair done, we had jewelry on. And to a lot of people, this still wasn't a proper portrayal of black people. But to me, it was a step up from getting whooped. Now, the film that's credited to being the first Blaxploitation film is Melvin Van Peebles' Sweet Sweetback's Baadasssss song. Now, this was the first time you'd ever seen a black person in a movie beat the system, and it was just a totally different genre in film.
Did I see Sweetback as a political film? Those are terminologies that was slapped on afterwards. I saw Sweetback as what I felt like saying. Now, I never analyzed, when I hit somebody in the mouth, I don't analyze, is this a political statement or is somebody just on my ass?
Well, Melvin Van Peebles becomes a folk hero in the 70s. Here he was a man who worked outside the Hollywood system to do his movie. I think he shot it in like about 19 days or so on this budget of $500,000. And so he very much becomes this kind of figure. The idea is that he's like his hero. He can do it, and he can outwit the white man at his own game.
You keep the faith in me, and you my man. You my favorite man. Can you take it, baby?
Well, I financed it as any normal executive. I lied, I cheated, I stole, I made promises I didn't keep. I did all the usual.
Come on, girl.
Bring on down to the funk.
I got the devil in me.
Sweetback let Hollywood know that there was this black audience out there that didn't want to see Sidney Poitier wanting to marry this white girl.
If one of you young ladies would like to step up and try this gentleman, I'm sure you'll find him more than lively.
There was an audience waiting for this, and particularly an audience during a period when, you know, the idea of cultural separatism is very much there and getting back to your roots. And so Van Peebles proved this, that you can have a new kind of hero who will meet violence with violence. And it's not all about the idea of reconciliation.
The final statement of the movie is, a badass nigga is coming back to collect some dues. Now, at that time, the word nigga was so taboo, and, you know, anybody would say it, oh, what are you doing, and stuff like that. But to me, it was like, by Melvin Van Peebles using that word, he was saying, look, I'm black, this is how we talk, and this is how, you know, I'm going to represent the true reality of what blackness is. Now, after Sweet Sweet Back broke the way, new movies started coming out like Shaft, you know what I'm saying? This movie had a little bit better funding. You had Richard Roundtree playing a detective, and it was a little different, you know? He's like the black James Bond.
Where am I, manners? I didn't even introduce myself to you gentlemen. My name is John Shaft. Freeze.
He was still up against the system, and the white people were continuously pushing him. And he wasn't cutting any slack to anybody white in these movies, too. And, you know, the bad guys were the white people versus the blacks.
Shaft was just an excitement. This exciting-looking guy. Where he appealed to the women, he appealed to the men. And he had a noble cause. And you didn't see many films like that depicting black in that situation. The reason it was so successful is that, for one thing, it moved very well. Isaac Hayes' music didn't hurt.
It was a concept, and the concept was to have a product that was aimed directly at the black consumer market, with a black leading actor, a black director, a black composer, black editor. And I was chosen to do the music.
Richard Roundtree in Shaft, when we see him walking down the street and he's got that leather jacket on and you hear the Isaac Hayes music and the whole idea of an African-American man on tough, mean streets. He is a bad brother who's in control, because it is a cultural sign for African-American males is to walk down these tough streets and have yourself together, and Richard Roundtree does do that.
Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man? Shaft!
Can you dig it?
And it was a very interesting movie to me because, you know, being a young black kid, you know, for the first time, I'm like, yo, I'm Shaft. You know what I'm saying? I'm Shaft. Because prior to that, we had no heroes, you know, so that was like my first hero. I had a leather suit. I wanted some leather pants, but couldn't afford them. But I need like a leather coat. And I was running around trying to swing on ropes like Shaft, you know. Shaft was bad, mother.
You feel like you wanna